for air. It was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. 7 yards to pick up there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Open space. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A carry here for Hunt. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Jones. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They'll run with Hunt, and down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Jones' throw taken in by Ridley here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 15. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. In for the sack, Deion Jones. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 91 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, somewhat.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McKeon, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. time here with Hunt. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Now Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd down at 4. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that touchdown, Colts! A great effort there.
in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About